What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASAN broadcast coming to you live from sunny and otherwise beautiful 84 degrees, Denver, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in Denver, Colorado, folks, boys, girls, and MBs, as Marsh likes to call it, Florida, but with mountains. Anyway, got something I thought you might like, Mr. Suit Guy? What is that?
We've spoken of Japanese fashion and Italian fashion, but what about Congolese fashion? If you've been following the World Cup at all, you might have seen DR Congo's national team arrive in the US looking dapper as hell, perfectly channeling their nickname, the Leopards, rocking outfits from emerging designer Alvin Jr. Mack. And that reminded me of the rich and fascinating history of the Congo when it comes to the place of fashion in their culture. Because in the Congo, dressing well isn't just about clothes. There's a whole culture and philosophy around it called la SAP. If you've ever seen photos of boldly dressed men and women strutting the streets of Congo, this is what it's about. La SAP stands for Société des Ambianceurs et des Personnes Élégantes, which translates to the Society of Ambience Makers and Elegant People. And the members of this movement are called sapeurs. But unlike most other cultures where being fashionable requires some discretionary income and is typically not something the lower class spends much on, in the Congo, the sapeurs are very much ordinary people. We're talking modest, blue-collar professions such as taxi drivers, carpenters, electricians who work their blue-collar...
It's just so funny that in the Congo, they've invented aura farming from first principles. And I guess technically, they just have invented aura farming before anybody else. Like, that's all this is. It's not even a LARP. They just have aura, bro. And it's important for others to recognize that you too can farm this aura. You too can actually go out and be a guy who changes l'ambiance all around you. You know what I mean? Straight up. Respect.
Jobs by day and turn into the most stylish dandies at night. They will save for months, sometimes years, to get their hands on a piece from a big fashion house. Then they put it on and they walk through their neighborhood like royalty. Cane in hand, cigar in another, with an eclectic color combo that they somehow pull off. And despite often living in economically poor areas, the sapeurs are treated like local celebrities and are deeply respected for the positivity they bring to their neighborhoods. But here's the thing. All of this isn't just about clothes. La SAP is rooted in something bigger. The movement really began taking shape in the early 20th century, during the colonial era in the Congo, when a man named André Matsois, who went to Paris in the 1920s, immersed himself in French fashion and came back to Brazzaville dressed impeccably. This was a time where Congolese people were expected to be invisible, to labor and then disappear. So showing up dressed that elegantly was a big statement and a subtle form of resistance and self-empowerment. Workers across both Congos then began adopting and reinterpreting the attire of the French and Belgian colonizers. This was their way of claiming respect and express self-worth when it was otherwise denied. And what's interesting is that La SAP has its own internal code. The culture values specific rules, such as combining no more than 3 primary colors and walking with a proud theatrical strut, almost like a performance. And the color combinations are painter-like. Magenta next to cobalt, canary yellow with forest green. Things that sound wrong on paper, but they make it look incredible in person. And it's great to see that this spirit is still very much alive. When the Congolese team touched down for the World Cup, I think they made a hell of an entrance, and they embodied that spirit of La SAP beautifully.
We're grading these people on a curve because they're victims of colonialism, right? We're not going to pretend that if you wore half of those outfits, anyone would think you'd look good in them, right? Dog, this is not being graded on a curve at all. Are you fucking kidding me? This is yet another example of someone who genuinely doesn't understand fashion. Are you kidding me? This is an incredible fit. Are you out of your mind? That is like sincerely the fit of all fits. Like this is an entire movement. Like every single aspect of this is one, maybe not like well tailored, but I think some of them is not well tailored by design. But the silhouettes are deliberate, the colors are deliberate, all of that is incredible. The color palette, the accessories, the sartorial choices, every aspect of this is phenomenal, dude. And it actually absolutely reaches the standard of some of the highest fashion houses. Not only that, but also this has been impactful in design philosophy for numerous other
Then they
numerous other European fashion houses, for example, and trends. Of course, fashion and style is totally subjective, but the notion that these guys don't know what they're doing is so silly. They know exactly what they're doing. The limitations certainly play a role in what is accessible. Having said that, it's all the more impressive that they're capable of throwing these fits together in spite of the circumstances. This guy said that, like, dandy culture, Harlem streetwear is another. Harlem dandy culture is also another like version of this as well. There are different variants of like specifically black fashion, specifically black sartorial choices, from zoot suits all the way to, as I was saying, like Dapper Dan. There's a direct line in black fashion that has moved the needle. Anyway, that Milwaukee local politician that thinks he's him. Okay, first of all, he is not Timothy Anthony, okay? He is not Timothy Charlemagne. And by Timothy Charlemagne, I of course mean Danville, VA, Councilman Dr. Gary Miller, folks. Dr. Gary Miller is that guy. Other people follow his lead. Zoran Kwame Mamdani follows the lead of this man and can't even get a fraction of the aura that the good doctor has in his fucking pinky finger.
This is Dr. Gary Miller. We're here on Kemper Road where we're installing 1,600 feet of brand new sidewalk. When you think about public safety, the first thing that comes to your mind may not be sidewalks, but there are many neighborhoods in Danville that don't have a sidewalk.
Tell him,
What happened here?
What happened here, Unc? Unc, talk to him. Talk to him about the sidewalks, baby. Walkability is important. What happened here? He walked with a lean. Yeah. Hasanabi type pants. Oh, shut up.
Sidewalk represents public safety. It's the crosswalk a senior uses to get to the grocery store. It's the path a child walks to school, or the way a neighbor rolls a wheelchair. A street with a sidewalk is a safer street and a healthier neighborhood. That's why I made a promise in 2022 to bring sidewalks back to Danville. And I'm proud to say that it's finally happening. This neighborhood isn't the River District, and it's not the casino, but the people that live.
Yeah, I heard Zoran's cam up, Donald, was the one who filmed this. Donald went down to Danville, Virginia, to film this campaign ad.
That's why I want to ensure that we use Danville tax dollars to help the people who live in Danville. I'm Dr. Gary Miller, and I'd be proud to have your vote on November 3rd.
Dude, that is my goat. That is my legend. That is my goat. I love him. The fact that he has pulled his pants all the way up to his titties. This is a man who is unafraid to make bold fashion choices, bold declarative fashion statements. Under Armour, polo, golf t-shirt tucked all the way down. Hassan, can you please make a trip to the fair? The 11 a.m. Tuesday time slot is at the Great American State Fair is apparently not the most fruitful, as there are more musicians in the band than there are spectators. The band, consisting of young musicians, including a hell of a brass section, was quite good. Banger, banger. Banger, 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 banger. That's goated. You can't see them, but there are millions of Americans there in spirit. What is this? They killed him. They killed him for being a white patriot attending the quincentennial Great American State Fair. Yeah, you're laughing. You're laughing. A great white patriot attending the semi-quincentennial Great American State Fair was killed just for attending the semi-quincentennial Great American State Fair while being white. And you're laughing. R.I.P. Grandpa. R.I.P. Grandpa. Why did he die? Yup, you guessed it. For being white while also attending the quincentennial Great American State Fair, celebrating the 250th birthday of the United States of America, 1776. I can't believe they also painted the lawn American flag blue. That's right. Everything is blue. Journal Sentinel from Milwaukee reports, Hong appears on stream with Hassan Piker, who has said U.S. deserved 9/11. I think it's a real shame that there are enough like hitters, enough assassins, enough people that will, do the bidding of the ADL, do the bidding of Israel in like every local newspaper. I don't think this is the same for the rest of the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel people, but it is kind of sad that there's enough people that will write a hit piece in virtually every small market, big market, doesn't matter, in every local news media organization under different circumstances. A year ago, before the barrage of hate attacks started, a couple of years ago, they would have said Francesca Hong appears with, leftist streamer who is organizing voters, who's organizing Gen Z, who's converted a lot of young men from the far right. That was the angle. And nowadays it's all controversial streamer, US deserved 9/11. They're trying to make fetch happen. It hasn't happened, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, it's just, as long as they can scare any boomer, as long as they can scare 10 boomers, and as long as they can drive clicks with this controversy, they'll do it. Key points. Wisconsin gubernatorial candidate Francesca Hong raised more than $57,000 by appearing on a live stream with controversial online commentator HASAN Piker. HASAN Piker has faced criticism for past comments, including saying America deserved 9/11 and other remarks called anti-Semitic. Hong defended her appearance, stating candidates need to engage with large audiences, though she disagrees with some of Piker's statements. The appearance drew criticism from Wisconsin conservatives and has highlighted a divide among Democrats on whether to engage with Piker. It's just funny because there is no fucking divergence, right? There is no divide among Democrats. I'm telling you right now, all of that is just completely made up. It's just like a blanket template that they apply anytime they mention me. In the past, when they used to mention me, they would say HASAN Piker converts a lot of young men from the far right. Now that's substituted into HASAN Piker is a prominent critic of Israel, and therefore we can't just say he's a prominent critic of Israel. We have to say he's a vicious, rabid, anti-Semitic, anti-American monster. Now, of course, it doesn't really matter, because what a lot of these guys don't recognize, I hate it personally. I hate being smeared as an anti-Semite. It annoys me. It's untrue. And it makes no sense. I'm someone who has combated anti-Semitism my whole life, and I will continue to do so. However, what they don't realize is this kind of commentary coming from local newspapers and mainstream media outlets unironically boosts my legitimacy, because the average American literally hears that and thinks, oh, here we go again. They're calling another critic of Israel an anti-Semite. He must be a real one. I hope at some point the media will stop doing this. It's just very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating to see it. And everybody sees it. Like, this isn't a real thing. You know what I mean? This is not a real cause for concern. I don't think anyone serious thinks I'm legitimately anti-Semitic or whatever. It's just so stupid. And we just have to eat it. I guess there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait it out. HASAN's solution to everything is just eat it. Buddy, it's worked so far. Has it not worked so far? I think it's worked so far. Francesca Hong willingly appeared on a live stream with someone who has said America deserved 9/11, praised Hezbollah terrorists, and claimed it doesn't matter if rapes happened on October 7th. Tiffany said in a statement, if any other Democrat candidates for governor refuse to condemn these statements, they're making one thing clear. This is the extremism the Democratic Party fully embraces. Spokesperson for Sarah Rodriguez, considered one of the frontrunners, said the campaign had no comment on Hong's appearance with Piker. Democratic candidate Mandela Barnes also didn't comment. Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley was the first to say he would not appear with Piker if invited. Who the fuck is Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley? Bitch! Who the fuck is inviting you to the broadcast? Who invited you? Who are these people? Where are these people coming from? They're like, oh, dude, listen, I'm not coming on to HASAN Piker. Oh, really? Guys, if someone were to give me $1 million, I'd say no as comment, dude. What is this? Dinner with Jay-Z or $1 billion as hypothetical? Neither is happening for you, big dog. Why the fuck would I have you as the Milwaukee County executive on my fucking broadcast? When have I ever had the equivalent of something like that on my motherfucking broadcast? Oh my God, dude. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, me, for example, if Dua Lipa was like, I'm breaking up with my husband to go on one of these fancy Europe travel trips with a controversial streamer HASAN Piker, I'd say no. You know, I'm a man of Allah. I'm a man of God. No, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, it's not. You know, what do you mean? What the fuck is this dumbass? What the fuck is this dumbass statement? It's like chatters being like, I'm not coming on the broadcast. Chatters have a much higher likelihood of coming on the broadcast than the Milwaukee County executive. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage, oh, together unbroken. We'll make heaven known.